Man, Davao City may not be safe anymore, guys. This is a story that I regret to have to report. This is one of those stories that I wish that I never had to do, but this is just me being a content creator. This is just me doing my due diligence, and this is just me putting out the information that I believe to be accurate to myself, foreigners like myself, and people looking to travel to the Philippines so they know. Okay? Now, the video that came out prior to this one was a pre-record. This was one that I may have recorded about 5 days ago, and I figured I was going to schedule this one out, and it was supposed to come out, a couple days later. But I've decided to move the content up so that it all lines in together. Now, in the previous video, I talked about Davao City becoming a war zone and things like that. And again, this was a pre-record, so let me give you the foundation so you can understand. So I put that out, and I was talking about when the Duterte family is gone. If you remember what Davao City was like, or you Googled what Davao City was like, you guys would know it was crime ridden prior to the Duterte administration. Again, it is what it is. All right. Like I said, you can agree or disagree with the politics. Excuse me, but my time there was safe. That's what I could say. But today, today, my young lady sends me a message. This is before the video even comes out. My girl sends me a message and says, babe, Davao City, it's not really safe. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, we must be on the same page, or something must have happened. So she sends me this video, and there's this attorney in Davao City. I will link an article for you guys, but I'll also show you a video. There was this attorney and her husband who were shot by a sniper in Davao City. Now, you know snipers exist everywhere and everything like that. That's not really the thing. It's just, this is the type of shit you don't necessarily hear of happening in Davao City, because now it's like, yo, people are scared to come outside. It's different than if somebody comes up on you and try to stab you with a knife or shoot you in your face because it's close proximity, right? And sometimes you may have a chance to catch yourself or prepare yourself in case somebody tries to come at you in that capacity. But if it's a sniper, bro, you're just living your best life, going out on the streets and shit, and somebody just ping your ass quick. That scares the hell out of even me. All right, knowing that somebody gonna pick me off from 1,000 yards that way. That is uncomforting. You feel me? So in this particular video that I'm gonna show you guys, I want you guys to pay attention. I'm gonna mute the audio, because I'm going to try to just narrate it as best as I can so you guys can keep up with what's going on. I'm not sure if my narration of the story is actually going to keep up with the video, but just work with me, okay? So what you're going to see in this particular video is excuse me, my bad, I got to get the name right. The attorney. Her name was Attorney Sitti Gilda. I think that's Attorney Gilda. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. Yeah, Attorney Gilda. That's what I would call her, Attorney Gilda. All right. So what you'll see is she's the one that's wearing the tangerine. And in the video, guys, you'll see the circle that's surrounding her. Okay. So the circle is going to basically indicate the people that I'm going to be talking about. Okay. So what you're going to see is the attorney. And again, there's a fucking plethora of people around that are seeing this happen. Okay. So what you're going to see is the attorney. She's going to walk. And she's going to walk towards the middle of the street. She's accompanied by her bodyguard, or that's what I want to assume to be her bodyguard. They're going to walk her to the street. I guess maybe she's getting into a car. She's meeting up with some people. I don't quite know. But in the video, what you're going to see is she eventually goes down. Like, you'll see her fall down and crouch. Now, people are going to start scattering. You're going to see mass panic, right? People are panicking now. Oh my God, what are we about to do? What are we about to do? Next thing you know, when you see the other haloed circle around the individual, that's her husband. Her husband is going to walk to the street to see what's wrong with her. Next thing you know, a few minutes later, husband shot too. You'll see him go down as well. And now it's like fucking mass hysteria. People are scattering like roaches. I mean, dude, it's crazy. This is happening in a very, very in Davao City area for sure. It's a very good subdivision called Solariega. This is happening in that particular subdivision. It's a gated subdivision. I mean, what you would expect a subdivision to be like in the Philippines, period. But the fact that somebody just shot these two people for whatever reason they shot him. Now, again, you guys know politics ain't nothing to play with. That's not anything you really want to play with. But for sure, she got shot, and now all of a sudden, this is like a big deal. And this is something that honestly is more than a cause of concern for somebody like myself. I love Davao. I truly do. I hope they catch the people involved in this. I hope that it all gets resolved quickly. But it happened. And I can't, as a foreigner, ignore the fact that it happened. And now I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm nervous for my people. Why am I nervous? Because it can happen to anybody, guys. I understand that she was an attorney and maybe her line of work and the things that she did, maybe the people that she helped, maybe the people that she may have pissed off or whatever it may be the cause of this. But I can't overlook the fact that, this happened. And it just didn't happen in the Mindanao region. Let me make sure I make that abundantly clear. This wasn't just a Mindanao region situation, guys. This was in Davao City. This wasn't in the Davao region, gentlemen. This was in Davao City, a place where I could put my hand on a stack of Bibles and tell you my tenure in the country, where I spent the majority of my time, was super safe. Right? I've said that in like a fucking million videos. Can I say that now? I don't know, bruh. In like any place that you go, Philippines or not, you gotta look, take care of yourself. You gotta, do your own due diligence, and you gotta make sure that you keep yourself in check and make sure that, you don't get caught lacking in them Philippine streets. But still, can't nobody, there's no defense. I'm sorry. There's no defense to a fucking sniper, bro. There's no fucking defense for that. There's no defense for that. If somebody's going to ping my ass 1,000 yards away, probably not even 1,000 yards away, but if somebody's going to catch me from all the way over there and I don't see it coming, lights out, come on, man. That's something that really is disturbing, And, I don't want the Philippines to become the Wild Wild West, gentlemen. I don't, okay? This is not what I want. This is not what we signed up for. And I guess to an extent, and I'm going to say this loosely. I'm only going to say it loosely, all right? But I guess it is somewhat of a blessing in disguise that foreigners can't really travel to the Philippines in the masses right now. Because if shit like this is happening in my city, the city that I will forever hold near and dear to my heart, the city that I call my second home, man, that's a tough one. That's a bitter pill to swallow, You got to understand how bitter of a pill that is. It's not an easy one to swallow at all. But it's a real one. And this is like one of those reality checks where I'm like, damn, this really happened in my city. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, man, I've always got a plan A, B, and C should things go tits up and hit the fan whenever I do decide to put myself in a position where I'm long-term overseas. If that happens, I already know what I need to do. I already have a plan in place. That's neither here nor there. That's not my problem, and it never will be. But what does concern me is how it happened, and all we can do is wait, to see how it's going to eventually come to a conclusion. I will be damned if nobody ever finds this person. But then again, we got to see how the police do their thing. And I put my faith in the Davao City Police. I really do. I put my faith in the military police presence that we have in Davao City. I put my faith in them that they're going to resolve this quickly. And even though President Rodrigo Duterte is the president, he was the mayor of Davao City first. And I do believe that's going to cause him to probably say something about this. Maybe not. I believe he will definitely say something about this. Even if it's not him, definitely his daughter, the current mayor of Davao City, definitely got something to say about it. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Unfortunately, the video in its entirety, the one that I want to share with you guys, it's in Visayan. So it's going to be hard for my foreigner friends to keep up with. That's why I narrated the video. And, if you see the caption of the video, it's hard to read because it's in Visayan. I'm sorry. But there is an article that I'm I'm also going to try to link in to kind of give you some further details into the story. You know, maybe it'll detail why this happened and things like that, or some speculations to why it happened that you guys can follow up on. But is Davao City safe, man? I'm going to have to put a pin in that conversation right now. You know, definitely something you have to put a pin in. And we're going to have to come back to that a little bit later. You know, we'll have to come back to that one a little bit later. I still swear by the Philippines, guys. I still want you guys to come and visit. I know that sounds fucking crazy. Black guy over here talking about, yo, still come to the Philippines, man. They're shooting people, but still come to the Philippines. Trust me. Trust me. A lot of these incidences are very isolated. But then again, I would be remiss if I didn't bring this to your attention. It didn't seem like foreigners of any capacity were the ones that were being, targeted or anything. It's not like a targeted situation towards foreigners. It was an attorney, and you guys know how Philippine politics can get really intense. It can get really bad, really fast. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that one. And I don't necessarily want to say politics because she was just a lawyer, and it was her husband. So I could only assume, and this is just assuming. Again, you make an ass out of you and me if you assume, but maybe there may have been a political situation or affiliation involved in what really went down. All right, it's definitely something I want to have this conversation about, and I hope that this video doesn't go any further than this. I hope that the conversation that I have to have about Davao being what it is, quote unquote, semi-unsafe right now, is where it stops right here. I hope that, we clear this one out and we get it taken care of for sure. But I have to tell you the story. Got to deliver it the best way I know how, just directly to you guys as I see it, So take care of yourselves and each other, man. That's all I can tell you. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay true, man. Doc is out. Peace.